Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. In Game 1 of the NL Division Series, Paul Goldschmidt drove home 3 runs, helping the Mets get the best of the Brewers 5-4. They now lead the series 1-0 heading into Game 2. For Game 1 of the National League Division Series, the Los Angeles Dodgers launched 7 home runs in this one as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 13-4. They now lead the series 1-0 heading into Game 2. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all postseason long.
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the New York Yankees and the Minnesota Twins. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with a bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Digging in, Ahmed Rosario. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch on its way. Fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Whoosh, and we are in for some tough conditions tonight. 41 degrees at game time. The 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Soft liner to the left side. And this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there at third for the first out. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Dero, what you got on this lineup tonight?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
Waiting on it is Benintendi. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 22,
So bases are empty here with two gone. And digging into bat next, the ever-dangerous Juan Soto. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Two out, nobody on. Ball and a strike. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Roy, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. Here it comes. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. Yankees nothing. Twins coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on this show. Luis Severino gets the call in hostile territory here for Game 1 of the Division Series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Luis Severino's really turned himself into an all-around pitcher. Came out of the bullpen early in his career for the Yankees. Big fastball, 96 to 100 miles an hour. Hard slider. His changeup has gotten better. And one of the things he does better than anybody in the league right now, maintains his velocity. He'll be 96, 97 in the first, 96, 97 in the 7th or 8th. Power arm, one of the best all-around arms in the game.
Luis Arias is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Hard hit ball to second. A dive and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
There's a changeup down in the zone. Not a bad pitch, but with 2 strikes, not the kind of pitch you're looking for 0-1 or 0-2.
Sometimes you got to scramble those, Danny. It's a testament to all the work he's been putting in underneath and the tunnel staying through the baseball.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. 1-0 the count. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's gone 3 for 8. fouled away. Ready with the 1-2.
2-2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Arias aboard here at first with nobody out. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Now, this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
Now the 3-0 offering. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Ketel Marte. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Well, this isn't his more accomplished side. As a general rule, he's a much better hitter from the right side, but they're looking for him to come through here, swinging the bat left-handed.
No balls and 1 strike. Set with the 0-1. In the dirt here. Runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. To 1-2 now. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. But he thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
Into the box now, Andrew Vaughn. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Severino is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty D, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw in a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at-bat.
From the stretch. And the This is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Into the box, Eddie Rosario. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 out, bases loaded. There's a bouncer foul to the left of the plate, 1-1. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. A 2-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins DH. Trevor Story would be next. He's set. The 3-2. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores. Tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. Twins forced to settle for 1. On now to the top half of inning number 2. It's the Twins 1 and the Yankees nothing. Set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the big bat of Aaron Judge. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And guys, I want to focus on the guy on the mound because he brings gold to the party, and I can't say enough how crisp and how effective a defense plays when the pitcher can field his position. There's nothing better than a pitcher who can help himself in the field.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Marte is underneath this one, and that's out number 2. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell. First pitch of the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. The 1-2. Is looked at for ball number 2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and in to hit next, shortstop Trevor Story.
The shortstop, Trevor Story.
First offering on its way. Ball 1.
Count 1-0.
A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop. Fouled off. Another 1-2 delivery.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Plate now, Mitch Garver. As he'll take a look at ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The 1-1. Misses above the zone for a ball.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And he fouls this one off. Hit back up the middle. And there are 2 away now.
The first baseman,
Standing in, Hanser Alberto trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The 1-0. It was an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Two balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. A bouncer up the middle. Rosario brings it in. And safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw.
And that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, Theodore, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Coming to the plate, Luis Arias. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Soto will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Here's Miguel Andujar now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
The pitch. The 1-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
3-0 to him now. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Stepping into the box, Gary Sanchez. First pitch on its way. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Now the 1-0. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. turned on down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Giancarlo swings, and this ball is hit well into left field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A long two-run homer off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. His first homer here in the series, and the Yankees take the lead. It's 2-1.
Swing right there, Dan. That had to feel good. You're facing an elite starter. You don't know if you're even going to get wood on the baseball today.
You know, and that'll rattle you a little bit. This guy's been throwing the ball great, one of the top pitchers in the game. He's not used to guys barreling him up and hitting him in the seats.
And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He hit the ball hard but lined out to start the ball game. Into right field. That's a base hit. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Here now is Rafael Devers. As he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
The left fielder, number 22,
Juan Soto to the plate now. And he hits it hard to the right side. One there. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Yankees get a couple on the two-run home run. We played 2.5. 2-1 New York. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored one run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. At the plate, Max Kepler. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, in today's game, you certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
In there, and it's 0-1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. '50th pitch of the game on its way. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. He pulls this one into right. Judge is there, one away.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So one away now in the Minnesota third. And up next, the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. First offering on its way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his own. This guy is known for being a down-and-in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. Judge is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the infielder Ketel Marte. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Fouled away. A 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Our score remains 2-1. So digging in now, Aaron Judge. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
At the plate, Torres. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
As a look, now the pitch. A strike, and it's 3-1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Just got the corner that time with a fastball. Strike 2. Popped him up. Alberto shading to his right. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 55, Josh Bell.
Plate, Josh Bell, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
More of a comfortable side from the left side. Puts the ball in play, more of a contact hitter from the left side. Might have grown up being a natural left-handed hitter.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time. The 1-1. Hard hit ball to second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here with that ball coming the hole.
That's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch, and the guy shoots going to the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times, somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately, not. And now we've got a couple of guys on.
Now both runners on the move. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. Step on the bag for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. So they pick up no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Yankees lead it 2-1. Digging in now, Andrew Vaughn looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at-bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Shot to left field and deep. Left fielder looking up. And that's a home run into the top tank. A solo shot here to left. His first homer so far in the series as the Twins have rallied to tie it at 2.
Better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
And now Eddie Rosario. Lifted into center field. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And in to hit next, the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power. You don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on.
The 3-1. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last two guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
So now to the plate, Mitch Garver. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. 1-2 to the Twins catcher.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. But the Twins do come back to level things out thanks to this solo home run. We played 4, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Yankees manager to discuss his thoughts on his team's offense. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. They currently have more than 1 hit per inning, and looking at strikeouts, they only have 2. So far, the recipe for success has been to make contact early and often.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Now batting, Gary Sanchez.
Leading off the Yankees, the catcher, Gary Sanchez.
First offering on its way. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground. Scory picks it up. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 27, Giancarlo Stanton.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up. Now here's the pitch. 0-1 the count. Fouled off. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Just hung in there on that one. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Misses, ball 2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Into the box now, Ahmed Rosario. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Windup and the 0-1. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this will be foul.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2. The 1-2. Hit hard to the right. Foul. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. We've hit the halfway point, tied at 2. Digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. First delivery to him on the way. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Line to the right side. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter on to get the inning started.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch. It doesn't mean the batter can't grab him out.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Luis Arias. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Two is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. Line towards center field. Stanton is there, and he has it for the first out. Stepping up to the plate, Max Kepler, a strikeout and a lineout for him so far. Here comes the first pitch.
They love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
It's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Runner at first here with one away in a 2-2 ball game. Good swing there, but this is fouled off to the right side. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Well, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit right. That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi, and he fouls this one off. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Line drive to left, and that's in there, base hit.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Into the box, Ketel Marte, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Comes set, the 0-1.
Last two pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
And here's a pitch swung on and grounded toward Rosario at short. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Twins strand a pair through 5, all even at 2-2. Into the box now, Rafael Devers. A hit in 2 tries so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field. Running hard, he's digging for second. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. He departs in a tie ball game, but is responsible for that runner at second, so the best he can hope for is a no decision here. Fernando Romero takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. Here now is Juan Soto as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Comes set and the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
So striding in, Aaron Judge. And their runners at the corners now. First pitch on its way. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
Here it comes, 0-2. Swung on and chopped down the line at third. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. As a look, now the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
To the plate now, Torres. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here comes the 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. On the run is Benintendi. You can't get there as it falls in. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, Dean. When you get that base hit to give your team the lead, you have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Hitter's count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And there's out number 2.
And you know, guys, if this bat doesn't break, it's probably a double play ball, but that just wasn't happening here. Good job to make sure of one, though.
Stepping in, Miguel Andujar. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. This is in the air out to right. Kepler's there for it. And they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the one-run scores here in the frame. Yankees forced to settle for one. To the bottom of the 6th inning. The Yankees lead this one 3-2. Tommy Kahnle enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 48, Tommy Kahnle.
Leading off the inning, Andrew Vaughn, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch coming, here it is. The 0-1 fouled away. Way the 0-2 pitch. Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside. And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. This one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. And it's fouled away. Off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
A bouncer up the middle. The second for 1. Over to Bell for the double play.
When a glove toss is executed successfully, it's a thing of beauty. When it fails, boy, does it look ugly. Here we get to see a great example of it to begin a double play. Quick and accurate with the flip, and they get the 2 outs.
Now to the plate, Trevor Story. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On the line, that's a base hit into left field. So that knock keeps the bottom of the 6th inning hot.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Standing in now, Mitch Garver, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Pitch out, nothing doing. One, here it comes. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Fouled off. Ready with another 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on the bell at first, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the 7th here in game 1. It's the Yankees 3 and the Twins 2. Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. And he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Oh, that's off the plate.
And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone. Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out.
The center fielder, number 27,
Giancarlo Stanton will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at this 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Here it comes. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Now the 3-0 offering. 3-1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Now The slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think you'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Stanton with a big swing at that one, but he got there a little too quickly, and this is going to hook foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they'll swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Plate now, Ahmed Rosario. And so take a look at ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Pitch is popped up. Oh, he couldn't make the play. In for strike 2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Line shot to third, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Leading off the inning, Hanser Alberto, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
The windup and the 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. Down the third baseline. Oh, what a play! To first, it's there, and he's out. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Great reactions on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make the throw, and of course, he did that too.
Ready for another chance? Luis Arias. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
Fry, a left-hander that stands 6'1" tall. He was selected in the 3rd round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Hit to short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Ready now, Max Kepler, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First offering on its way. The 1-0 home. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Yankees 3 and the Twins 2. New inning set to get underway, and that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. First pitch on its way. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Marte is right there. One pitch, one away.
The left fielder, number 22, Juan Soto.
At the plate, Juan Soto. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Behind 0-2 now.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
The left fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Roll. To be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Gleyber Torres is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the 1-0. Hit sharply but foul down the right side.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
1-1.
Outside, that's the ball.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Yanks lead 1. They're up 3-2. Justin Anderson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 38, Justin Anderson.
Leading off the inning, Andrew Benintendi, and they'll need him to get something going here. Here's the first pitch to him. action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Line toward the alley in left center. Soto has to run a ways before he gets there in time to record the out. How about that? So striding forward now, Ketel Marte. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch. And that's over. 2-1. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. And he fouls this one off.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box now, Andrew Vaughn, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Slider is right there. 83 on the gun. It's 1-2. The pitch. Skied into straightaway right. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order. They're down 3-2. Alex Schick enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. To start the 9th in this one, and digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Schick, a right-hander who goes 6'7" tall. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. The turn throw is in time. And what do you know? They do get the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Base is empty now after the double play. And next will be the power-hitting catcher, Gary Sanchez. First offering on its way.
That's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
The 1-0 pitch. Fouled away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will get this one. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. It's a solo shot here for Gary Sanchez. His first homer here in the series, and it'll give the Yankees a 4-2 lead.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason. He did right there.
Into the box, Giancarlo Stanton, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
The 1-1.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
The 2-2 swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. The Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. Last chance coming up here for the Twins. It's now 4-2 New York. Chad Green comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the ninth inning.
Number 57, Chad Green.
Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the DH, Eddie Rosario.
The designated hitter, Eddie Rosario.
He's set and the pitch. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And that's the first down. Trevor Story steps in now. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. One out, nobody on. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
At the plate, Mitch Garver. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0.
2-0.
Slider gets the outside. That's a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the ninth. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
With the 3-1. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
Final strike for the Twins.
High fly ball out to deep right field.
Judge is going back, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
Take our leave. Time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. those are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
No one warned you, ain't no time for no pity. I'm saying, hey, trying to live day by day. None of these neighbors say nothing. If you see the and them is coming, they dumping, they kicking, they punching, they jumping, they you in front of the back berserk and explosive like afterbirth. My mama told me go to church. I was sitting 10 rows from the first day, dreaming about everything.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Yankees win the opener here in the division series. Luis Severino earns the victory on the mound. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 4 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Twins, 2 runs, 9 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 51 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Target Field, 38,649. A reminder that extra light rail trains on the Hiawatha Line and Central Corridor are available at the Target Field station located beyond right field.